Have you ever watched an old school TV show like Friends or Boy Meets World or The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Most of those shows were built around one thing: close friendships. Those characters made friendships look fun and easy. But real life isn't always like that. Real friendships can be confusing, messy, and they can be hard to figure out. No one gives you a manual on how to be a good friend. Let's be real. Most of us were never taught how to be great friends. We just kind of ended up with friends based on who was around us. People in our classes, on our teams, or who like the same things as us. But close friendships, that takes more than just hanging out or liking the same shows. It takes effort. It means knowing how to show up, care, and really be there, especially when it's hard. You know, here's the thing about friendships. People change. You don't always know where you stand. Your expectations don't always get met. A big part of the problem, we usually focus on what we're not getting from our friends instead of how we can give. But what if we flip that? You know, the Bible actually has a really cool story on friendships. And let's take a look at what Jesus did. One moment that stands out: right before Jesus was arrested and died, he was having dinner with his closest friends. Now, Jesus could have been stressed out about what was to come, but he wasn't. He chose to love and serve his friends. You know, he washed their feet. He went first. He didn't wait for them to serve him or love him. He chose to do it first. And I feel like following his example is a great idea. Now, by any means, I'm not telling you to wash your friends' feet. Please do not go out there and ask your friends, "Hey, I want to love you. Can I wash your feet?" See, in this time when Jesus washed their feet, they were walking around in sandals all the time on dirt roads, and animals traveled those roads. So sometimes you might accidentally step in poop or a puddle of pee, and your feet would be really gross. So what Jesus did was a big deal. It was usually the place of a servant. But instead, Jesus stepped in and said, "No, let me serve you. Let me love you. Let me go first." Some of you might be asking, why? Well, because Jesus wanted to show them what real friendship looks like. Later, Jesus said this: "Do to others as you would like them to do to you." That's a huge shift. Jesus wasn't about waiting for people to treat him right. He treated them right first. He served. He cared. He gave. So I'm sure you're wondering, well, what can I do about this? How can I be that type of friend? Well, I think there's a couple things that we can do that can help us through this. First, think about your friends. What are they into? What are they going through? What do they need? Take a minute to really consider one friend's situation and how can you be the best friend for them in that moment? How can you care for them while they tell you what they're going through? How can you be there for them as they tell you what they need? And how can you find out what they're interested in? How can you share that with them? Another thing you can do is listen to your friends. Friends don't just talk, they listen. Ask how they're doing. Pay attention. You can even keep notes if you need help remembering important stuff in their lives. And the third thing you can do is pray. There's power in prayer. God hears us when we speak to him. So, you know, one of the things that he says he'll give us when we pray for it is wisdom. So if we seek God and we say, "Lord, give me wisdom as I navigate this situation with my friend. Help me to be the friend that you created me to be. Help me to follow in your footsteps." And these are incredible ways for you to start those new friendships. Have a beautiful week, everybody.